welcome to Lawyer Plus. This is a platform where we discuss legal issues and we provide solutions to them. And this morning, we are here with Barrister David Aigbefoh, and help me welcome the humble barrister. All right, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Please, sir, can we meet you?
My name is Aigbefoh David Aigbefoh. I'm the principal partner of David Aigbefoh & Co. and Les Dominos Chairman. And also, I'm the Vice Chairman, Gwagwalada, and Human Rights Committee Chairman, and the Chairmanship Aspirant 2022 to 2024.
Wow, that's a good one, sir. So let me quickly ask this. You have been the Vice Chairman and the Gwagwalada, double as the Chairman.
And lots more.
And lots more. Chairman, Human Rights Committee. Now, sir, can you give us a brief of how it has been in the office, managing the two offices?
Yeah, leadership is all about courage and initiative. If you are not bred for leadership, it becomes burdensome to handle public and private life. But if you are bred for leadership, it's simple. For example, as the chairman of Human Rights Committee, as soon as we were inaugurated, we hit the ground running. The entire ESCO, the executive, they know about it. We wrote letters to various agencies. Number one, the Nigeria Correctional Service, the National Human Rights Commission, the Public Complaint Commission, and the Nigerian Police Force, Gwagwalada Area Command. And we visit them all, and it yields a lot of bountiful results. We didn't just go there and visit. We prepare a working document known as proposal. The proposal is something like this. Yeah, it's something like this. And it lasts for about 24 months. That's the lifespan of this proposal. The proposal enables the Human Rights Committee to partner with these various agencies. And this proposal still runs until June 12 this year. It runs till June 12 this year. And with this proposal, the Human Rights Committee have achieved a lot. And it's visible to the blind and audible to the deaf for them to see.
All right. And again, sir, well, I know beyond being the Vice Chairman of NBA Gwagwalada branch and the Chairman, Human Rights Committee, there are offices you might have held in times past. Can we take a brief look into some of these offices?
Yes. From the age of 17, I have been the leadership cadet. But I'm not going to mention a lot of things I have done, whatever. But let me just mention some few ones which I think is relevant to the chairmanship aspirants of NBA Gwagwalada branch. So number one, in the year 2010, I was a member of a Student Representative Council of Council of Legal Education, Nigerian Law School, Lagos campus. And I was even awarded for it by the Deputy Director General. The certificate is here. Also, I'm becoming a lawyer year 2016 to 2020. I have been a member of Law Week Committee. 2017, I'll be secretary to Chief Judge FCT Annual Lecture and Merit Award and Honors, NBA Gwagwalada branch. July 2017, I was appointed Notary Public of Federal Republic of Nigeria. June 12, 2026. I'm the Vice Chairman, Nigeria Bar Association. elected. 2020 to date, Chairman Human Rights Committee of the NBA. 2020 to date, Chairman the Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption, which is ROLAC. 2020 to date, Chairman Police Duty Solicitor Scheme, PDSS. 2020 to date, Chairman Prisoners Rehabilitation and Welfare Action, PRAWA. 2021 to date, Co-Chairman Tugamaji Neighborhood Progressive Association. This neighborhood association is responsible for the developmental stride of Tugamaji Town, Anagada, and Itebaran. 2021 to date, legal advisor to Angelic Voice for Grassroots Development. This NGO, non-government organization, is the largest NGO in Edo State, in which about 3 commissioners emanate from this NGO of Edo State. So there is a lot more, but I think this should suffice.
All right, that was a big one. Since when you have been in leadership, and I believe this would actually draw the attention of men of caliber, even into the aspiration of the NBA Gwagwalada branch. And quickly, sir, let's look at the manifesto of your race. What should lawyers in Gwagwalada expect from your office as the chairman of the Gwagwalada branch?
What they should expect from the incoming chairman, by the grace of God, of NBA Gwagwalada branch, the Eagle Barr, 2022 to 2024, is simple. They are going to experience new innovations in various aspects, whether of the committee and of the NBA. What I'm bringing to board is prosperity for the lawyers. What I'm bringing on board is societal respect for NBA Gwagwalada. So what I'm bringing on board is, is welfare for the young lawyers and improved welfare for all members of NBA Gwagwalada. What I'm bringing on board is sustainable intellectual building capacity. On this, what I'm talking about is simple. Most of the lawyers in NBA, they are going to be trained. Judicial officer, magistrates, and judges, they are going to be trained. I belong to ADRA. ADRA is the Association of Legislative Drafters of Nigeria. We are involved in developing of softwares in training of key governmental officers, which includes the magistrates and judicial officers. When elected, this structure is going to collapse to the NBA Gwagwalada branch. In fact, even the professors, law officers, and all that, they are going to be principal beneficiary of this. Because some of them, they are going to be part of the instructors. And the member will be certificated for it. There is going to be a point. It's not just come organize program and you just go, no. The time you spend on that program will be rewarded. Be rewarded for it. Now when I'm talking about, there's going to be a lot of interagency relations. Like one that have just been had the collaboration of Human Rights Committee with the Federal Ministry of Education. That particular program alone, once we finish documentation, we give NBA Post 5 million naira. 5 million naira. It has never happened in the history of the NBA. This is what I'm bringing on. This is what I'm bringing on board. Now talking about the manifesto is about 3 folds. Number one, the one aspect of it is the Barr and its members. That's what I talk about, the welfare, trainings, and all that. The second, and this also have about, you have about 19 items, which include the continuity of the Barr journal. So the second program I have for the Barr is the Barr and the society. We will defend the independence of the judiciary. And there will be a lot of societal respect for the MBA. If you were privileged to be at the collaboration we have with the Federal Ministry of Education, you will see the kind of guests that were present. Those guests were not just present overnight. It was trust that was built over time and the track records. Those are the kind of things we are going to be experiencing in MBA. MBA will never, under my watch, will never be run like Lawson. The MBA Gwagwalada will not go cap in hands. Whenever they want to fund a program, they will not target the one senior advocate of Nigeria. Let's go and meet this person, let's go and meet this person, as if they give the senior advocate of Nigeria the money to keep for them. Or someone, no, we are going to bring a lot of innovation on board. We're going to bring values that the society is going to pay. Say, for instance, the collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Education and the Human Rights Committee. We brought a lot of value to the nation because we treat what is known as education, human rights and security in nation building. This particular program was held everywhere. It brought value to the government of Nigeria. It sensitized the citizen of Nigeria. And we are ready to produce a visual book for the pupils, maybe in primary school and junior secondary school, to teach them things about human rights and civic education. These are the value we are bringing, and this is the value the society is paying for. This particular maybe stride alone will bring 5 million naira to MBA Gwagwalada course. And there are so many more programs that will come. And least I forget, MBA Gwagwalada never sponsored this program. Not even one naira was from the course of the MBA Gwagwalada. I see the program was just the way it is. Never the money was from my pocket. This is called about courage and initiative. This is what it's all about.
That actually gave us the assurance that you are actually drawing NBA to a point where it can actually finance itself. That's a good one, sir. And looking into all of these beautiful programs, well, I'm going to push to ask, what if the table turns? I mean, what if the election is not in your favor? All right. What would happen to these beautiful programs that you have?
This program, is peculiar. A vision is peculiar to the visionary.
Yes.
And someone else can't carry your vision. And even someone else try to step into your vision. He may not be able to actualize, yes, the way it ought to be. The way it ought to be. Now your question, God forbid, this election by God's grace is for the prosperity. For the prosperity of MBA Gwagwalada, is for them to see another phase of how a branch is being run. Not like Lawson. Not like Lawson that you just pay due and everything. Then you now go afterward. You are holding a dinner You now send letter after everybody, please support us, so we do not have money and all that. So if we continue that way, we will not have respect. There will be no respect. We should finance our own program. We should finance our own program. No, come back to your question though. If the table top, the other opponent will have his own program too and have his own structure. If they go on with his own program and with his own structure, so that's how it's going to be. But if elected the chairman of NBA Gwagwalada, they should be rest assured that the era of having a meeting at the maybe high court, that era will be over. The era where there will be no transportation for the NBA, they don't have their own bus, whatever, no, that era also will be over. No? And the era of going cap in hand, no, to other maybe, no, that same era will be over. Because the NBA Gwagwalada is going to be, is going to be institutionalized, and it's going to be a model, if elected, to every other branch. To every other branch. And if elected, each of the sector like welfare, human rights, and every other publicity committee, they are all going to have their own budgets. They are all going to have their own budget, and they are going to do their own thing. I'll give them the idea and the initiative. And NBA Gwagwalada is going to be bubbling. It's going to be bubbling. I forgot just what I have done in the Human Rights Committee. I didn't ask the chairman or the NBA. NBA never sponsored any of the program of Human Rights Committee. Like for example, the Human Rights Committee have been able to release about 13 inmates from the prison under my watch.
Wow.
Under my watch, the celebrated webinar was bet by the Human Rights Committee that featured Chief Mike Ozekome, SAN, Femi Falana, SAN, Tony Ojukwu, the Executive Secretary of National Human Rights Commission, now SAN. That webinar actually, it was an eye-opener to the world. And there's a lot to follow. The only time that the Human Rights Committee paused was the unfortunate attack on my person at Tugamaji. When I was careful where to go.
I was going to ask about that actually.
And where not to go.
Wow.
And where not to go. And before now, there have been a human rights, there have been vice chairmen in NBA Gwagwalada since its session. But under my watch, it was a different case because I had to ensure that the work that the Human Rights Committee is meant for and all that is being done, and it was executed perfectly.
That was a good one, sir. That was a good one. And I was going to ask, sir, at least you were, or you are still the vice chairman of NBA Gwagwalada branch. You have talked about how you're going to complete the building project of the NBA, how you are going to bring boss to the NBA.
It's a minority for me to
yes. Well, I was going to ask if this was actually achievable. What support have you given to the present chairman in this regard, knowing fully well that he has been, trying all his best to make this actualized?
Yes, as the vice chairman of NBA Gwagwalada, my duty is simple. Is to follow the chairman's direction. Is to follow the chairman's direction. And secondly, I'm the chairman of Human Rights Committee and others. In terms of Human Rights Committee, I have done my bit. And whatever direction the chairman gives to me, I have done it perfectly. If you say do this, I do. Whatever thing I'm asked to do, I have to do them all perfect. Talking about the support, I think that is enough support that I have given. In terms of the proposal being written to agency, it was the brainchild of the Human Rights Committee. Is the brain, you can see, is the brainchild of the Human Rights Committee. And you can see that the chairman equally signed, because the chairman, they have to sign. So all this proposal was prepared. I have done all that, and the chairman, I.A. Aliyu, you know that he's a progressive chairman. And you equally know that his achievements in this administration is loud. And you can even see the cream of contestants. Has the election been heated like this? It has never been. It's just because of the work this administration has put in. That's why the NBA becomes so attractive to everyone. To everyone. So we should give him credit for that. And for him to even, so maybe for him to have his crop of executive, we should probably give him credit for that. And one of the executives still coming out, I think it's a good thing, something that you need to be happy about.
All right, that's a good one, sir. So quickly before we round up this chat, what do you have to say to your followers? Yes, I mean those who are going to vote for you. I mean the lawyers.
Yes, my word for my teaming supporters is that they can take my word to the bank. They can take my word to the bank. Once elected as the chairman of NBA Gwagwalada branch, it's going to be a game changer. There's going to be a lot of milestone achievements. There's going to be a lot of milestone achievements. Mine is not an agenda. Mine is a program. A program means something that I've already designed. I'm not thinking about it. I am an executive. We are going to carry out all this program, and everyone is going to be a beneficiary, and they are going to be happy. And what I promised is that the branch is going to be run as a branch, and the branch is going to be a model to every other branch, including Lagos branch.
Wow. All right. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your coming. All right. Thank you, viewers at home. We appreciate your stay with us. Please continue to stay with us and hit the subscribe button on the